our helipad. This is the 101st helipad. Obviously, the hospital. The 101st helipad again. The movie screen for the 308 159th Battalion. Another picture of our battalion area. That's the mess hall, mess tent. The dry season was dusty. We started to build a house for the commanding officer of the 159th Battalion. All the conveniences, a sink. Again, that was our mess tent on one side, and the officers' club or the officers' dining area right there in the white was on the other side. We'd go get our food from the mess tent, walk across the street to the Adler Inn, and that's where we ate. The side of the officers' club area had screens that could be pushed up at night, and they had a movie projector that we would watch movies in the evening. There are the screens that could be pushed up, and this is the inside of the officers' mess. And there's the movie screen down at the bottom of the hill. This obviously was taken out of a vehicle. I was going over to the 101st command post, the command bunker. And there's the 101st command bunker. A little shaky. But that's where their headquarters were. In the film that General Cushman made, nothing of Eagle remains. During the time that we served in the Republic of Vietnam, we were authorized several decorations. This is the Republic of Vietnam Service Medal with 4 campaign stars. The 188th served from 1 July 66 to 31 March in the counteroffensive Phase 2, 1 June 67, 29 January 67, counteroffensive Phase 3, from 30 January 68 to 1 April in Tet, counteroffensive 68, and from 2 April 68, 30 June for the counteroffensive Phase 4. We were also authorized 2 Republic of Vietnam Gallantry Cross with Palm as a unit award. These came under General Order 22, 1968, and DA General Order 21 of 1969. The Republic of Vietnam Civil Action Honor Medal First Class was authorized under General Order 51, 1971, and everybody, of course, was eligible for the Republic of Vietnam Campaign Medal for service in country during any time the Vietnam conflict existed from 1960 on. Anybody who was wounded in the Republic was authorized the Republic of Vietnam Wound Medal also. That was for any wound received in country. All of the unit awards are indicated by the battle streamers that we are authorized to fly on our flag. We had personnel losses from the Vietnam War by the 188th. There were 18 losses recorded. The first 2 occurred early on, the first 3 days that we were in country. The most significant loss occurred on the 7th or the 31st of July when we had a mid-air collision with 2 of our gunships, and we lost all of the crew members. The next loss occurred in August of 67, and then another in September of 67. And then in October, we lost our maintenance officer and a crew chief. And the last 2 that we lost were due to a grenade incident. On 1 July 1968, the 101st was disbanded, or the 188th was disbanded and became part of the 101st Airborne. It was C Company of the 101st Airborne, and they wore these 2 different patches. But that's a whole different story. This video is going to be added to our current history for the December VHPA reunion. Dusty road sitting on a hotel in downtown Saigon. How many of you remember what Tudo Street looked like? Pretty soon we're going to see why most of us went down to Tudo Street. Fostering greater relationships between the Vietnamese citizenry and the American helicopter pilots was very important. And here's Jeff Handel fulfilling that mission. Our home away from home in Da Tiang and the rubber plantation. Obviously, this is during the dry season. I mean, how much more could you want? Sandbags around for protection, rubber trees overhead for shade, house girls to shine your boots and do your laundry. I wonder how many of the house girls were VC. How about a shower? Part of the maintenance tent. cranking them up on the assembly area at the web. We're getting ready for the USO Christmas show, December 1967. I remember that morning we got to stand down. The 269th gave the 188th Assault Helicopter Company a half a day off. We were able to stand down for half a day on Christmas Day. We were able to cook out. Pass out a beer or two. Get ready for the show. And here's the show. Remember, these girls could sing rock and roll and you could understand every word they were singing, but when you tried to speak to them in English, no luck. They absolutely could not speak English. And they switched around and played different instruments. And here's the little girl that stole the show with her EXO Joe sight standing in front of her. Joe gets into the act here in a little bit later. She must have been all of 11 or 12. Absolutely a little trooper, though. Always had to get somebody out of the audience up to dance with them. And usually one of the commanders. The house girls didn't like the monkey, and the monkey didn't like the house girls. But the monkey and Spider played together all the time. And this should look pretty familiar to you. Sun just coming up, lined up and ready to go. Form up and get in formation. And somewhere above the fog, Nui Ba Den can be seen. You could always find your way home. Hurry up and wait. Fly out to the staging area. Sit down. Shut down. Wait for the troops. Crew chiefs have to work on the aircraft, and the pilots are out looking for a Coke somewhere. This is up at LZ Sally, and our neighbors weren't too friendly out there, so we did airstrikes right on the perimeter. And now we'd like to finish this off with a familiar sound of John Nordenstrom singing the 188th theme song.
Hear the beat of 1,000 feet past the 188th in a full retreat, they're moving on. They'll soon be gone. When the mortars come, we'll be on the run with a moving on. In the LZ receiving fire, I ain't scared, but I'm a goddamn liar. I'm moving on, I'll soon be gone. When the mortars fly, we'll be in the sky, we'll be moving on. Black Widow 6 was doing fine till he placed his skid on an old landmine. He's moving on, he'll soon be gone. When a landmine blows, he'll be on the go, he'll be moving on. Rockets and mortars overhead, if we don't haul ass, we'll all be dead. We're moving on, we'll soon be gone. When the gunships come, the VC run, they're moving on. Vietnamese girls shining bright, LC Sally's gonna get hit tonight. We're moving on, we'll soon be gone. With the bunkers here, we're safe, we're clear, we're moving on. Vietnamese girls are okay, but I want a round eye from the USA. I'm moving on, I'll soon be gone. You better believe it. When my dearest is here, I'll be drinking beer. Then I'll stop moving on. Fighting soldiers in the sky, chopper gunners raise hell and die, fighting Charlie and kicking ass, while the pilots smoking grass. Silver wings upon my chest. I'm a gunner, I know I'm best. 100 men will kill today, even though the pilots are blown away. Trained to live off broads and booze. With my 60s, we cannot lose. We can fight or fly away, and we don't wear no damn beret. Back at home, my girlfriend waits. This chopper gunner has met his fate. He went down in a burst of flame. Sin loyal buddy, that's the end of the game. Silver wings upon my chest. I'm a gunner,